Dating and relationships can bring up extreme anxiety and confusion. But rather than just answer a bunch of questions, Zen practice can help lead us to our own inner wisdom. For this pod, Chris and I traveled to one of the busiest places in the world to talk with author Brenda Shoshana, who wrote Zen and the Art of Falling in Love. If the aim is to be fully present and not plan or go into the future necessarily, what is the place for a long-term, an idea of a long-term relationship or commitment?
Commitment is a natural outgrowth of love.
We kidnapped them.
You kidnapped him?
Yeah, we just came for the fireworks show.
What are young people looking for in their relationships today? Casual sex, hooking up with no strings attached, friends with benefits? Or are they looking for something more meaningful? We're taking a nationwide college tour to ask young people themselves what they really want out of their relationships today, and what's their hope for the future in terms of long-term commitment and a marriage that could last a lifetime. Do you think people are honest about the number of people they're sleeping with?
No, everybody boosts the number up a little bit.
The institution of marriage in this country has a 50% rate of failure. Do young people still want to get married? Do you think marriage can last forever?
Yes.
So you think, based off of that, you think maybe it's not possible for two people to stay together for a lifetime?
No, I do think it's possible. I definitely do. I think it's hard to find it, though.
Here in the United States, there's a great deal of controversy surrounding home birth. So today I sat down with Los Angeles midwives Elizabeth Bachner and Deborah Gleisner to get a closer look at what home birth is really all about. What would you say to a woman who's not sure whether she should choose a home birth or birth in a hospital?
If you're a family that's worried about emergency situations and that's how you are, a hospital's probably a safer place to birth.
With all the complications that can arise in childbirth, how safe is it to deliver at home?
If you plan to birth at home, the chances of you having a C-section, the chances of you needing epidural anesthesia, the chances of you having a laceration, having any of these complications is much lowered because of your choice of setting.
Where a woman chooses to deliver her baby is a personal decision influenced by many factors. And as we just learned, there simply isn't one right answer for everyone. Welcome to the Great Taste of Nutrition, presented by Walmart and Dole Foods. In this half hour, you're going to be introduced to the latest research on the health benefits of a diet rich in fruits and vegetables. And we'll show you how to incorporate these foods into your diet. Inactivity and diets high in saturated fat, the same factors affecting heart disease risk, may also increase our risk of Alzheimer's. Fortunately, getting varied exercise and eating the right foods can make all the difference. Fish, berries, and leafy greens all help support brain health. We've talked about brain health in the golden years, but what about in the early stages of life? Pregnant moms know the importance of proper nutrition, such as how folic acid can prevent birth defects, but they may not know about other nutrients that can have an enormous impact on their baby's health. Nutrition expert and pediatrician Dr. Steven Zeisel talks about how one nutrient, choline, can boost your baby's brain power for a lifetime.
What brings you out to the event tonight? You're a green girl.
I'm a green girl. I'm the food guru, actually.
And what exactly is sustainable cooking?
Well, it's just utilizing ingredients that aren't going to have any negative impact on the future of the earth.
At that point in some relationships where it feels really difficult and the joy is starting to diminish, how do you know whether there's more growth to be gained by sticking it out and working through that rough time, or maybe moving on?
I think what the scariest thing is for each of us, I know it's scary for me, is when you have that intuitive hit that it's time to break off a relationship, but you've maybe been in the relationship for a while, so there's a certain level of comfort. You've just got to trust that intuition.
I know what it takes to get the job done, partly because I've done it, but more importantly, because I love it. My work for Channel 1 began in 1999 when I was a reporter for Student Produce Week. Remember the story about Julia Butterfly Hill, the environmentalist who lived in a giant redwood for over 2 years to protest old-growth logging? I fought for that story, spending every free minute researching and making calls. And by the time Student Produce Week came to a close, I planted a seed. Just a few weeks later, Channel 1 anchor Tracy Smith climbed the 200-foot tree to talk directly to Julia Butterfly.